Chad Andrews here, ProForm inside the tour here at the Larry H. Miller Tour of Utah 2015, and we are in the epicenter of how we communicate from the race to you guys. And, well, you know what the main conduit is? It's TV Motors International and Gregg Betonte. And Gregg, I think it's impossible for people to grasp just what goes on. Can you give me a Cliff Note version of how we get the feed from where the bike race is going on in the middle of practically nowhere sometimes, all the way to their laptop at home or in front of their TV?
Oh yeah, and with Tour Tracker, that's changed everything. So in this particular race, we'll shoot from the beginning of the race, and we'll feed the big boards, we'll feed Tour Tracker, and then we'll go live at 1 o'clock for the last 2 hours of the race, and Tour Tracker will continue on with their show, as well as the guys from K-Jazz putting on the Fox show. So how this works is the bikes are rigged with GPS units and RF gear. We have an airplane above us that'll fly around. Our signals go up through the RF to the airplane, and that clears all the mountaintops and lands back at the finish. In this particular case, we're starting and finishing in the same location, which is rare, but a lot of times we'll travel 100 miles away. So at the beginning of a stage, they're relying on that airplane to make it all the way back to the finish, and that's where the program is cut and sent out.
And truth be told, I mean, Gregg looks fresh right now, but these guys after a stage, in the wind and the heat, they are just completely wrecked. And some of the physical demands that go on between not only the drivers, but the the guys that are working the cameras. Give us an idea of just the physical strain that goes through.
You know, it's funny because a lot of us have done this. I've done it for 20 years, and I typically shoot Moto 1, which is a twisted position. We don't sit backwards. So Twisted, and you get your arm against the mast, and you're really twisted, so it can be taxing, but after about the second day, your body gets a little used to it. And my wife's a chiropractor, so that helps.
Ding, ding, there we go.
But it's taxing. The cameras are heavy. And a lot of times, if we lose signal or we lose communications, you'll be hung out there on a shot maybe half hour. Like Tour of California this year, we shot every camera from beginning to end. So that's a 2-hour show. We pick it up with 2 hours to go, and we never break a shot. So they can sit in the truck, they can sit in the truck, and they can just literally, if one camera shakes, you know, as far as reception goes, they can just blindly hit a button and they have a composed shot. So it's a specialized gig in production. You know, all of us have worked in all forms of production, and this is primarily what we do with our company. And we do it worldwide. Some, like we were in Dubai not long ago, we shot a running race. It seems like nothing because you're out there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, shooting, running, you know, making picture, telling story. And this is the hardest one where you have to go from beginning to end. And that's why if you watch Tour Tracker, of course the story's there, and a lot of times there's not a whole lot of story except for what you guys do for features at the beginning, and then it ramps up. It's like a fireworks show. And our shooting will ramp up into the live show, and then you'll start to get more active shooting during that time, because 5 hours of hanging off and twisting around and moving around, it's not physically possible.
Yeah, so when you guys are sitting at home in front of your big screen TV or on your laptop, Gregg and the guys at TV Motors International are out there bringing you the best shots in the world. So hope you guys are enjoying the coverage here at the Larry H. Miller Tour of Utah. Chad Andrews. This is Gregg Betonte with TV Motors International, ProForm inside the tour.